I had a serious injury when I was in college, so I understand the return to sport of that and the fears and the feelings that go along with that. So I think probably having been through it myself has made me a better practitioner and better coach. At the time, that injury was the worst thing that had ever happened to me, but it actually changed the entire trajectory of my life. We're playing and competing and practicing more than ever nowadays, so I think this type of training is so important to make sure that people have longevity in their sport. For some people, their top level are going to be having really great experiences in high school. Those building blocks can help them later on in their journeys, in their careers. Those characteristics that get built during sports and competition and adversity will help them later on in their life. So I think celebrating everybody and every accomplishment is huge. Our goal is not necessarily to have every kid make it to the Olympics. Our goal is to maximize the potential for every kid. We specialize a lot in injury risk mitigation. We start everything with like an initial evaluation, and from that we collect a ton of data on the way they move, on the way they perform, and from there we can tell what their strengths are and what their blind spots are. And then we build a program around their strengths and around their blind spots. So we can tell by the way athletes move, certain ways they produce forces, certain ways they absorb forces, what types of injuries they might be more prone to. So the same way that you go to your doctor and let's say they say you have these risk factors for stroke, A, B, and C. If we can reduce B and C, your whole risk for a heart attack or a stroke will go down. You can do the same thing actually in sports and orthopedic injury. You take a look at the variables that would make them more prone to an injury, and if you can start to resolve them one by one, you essentially lower their risk for injury. A lot of times, people don't realize when they look at really great athletes, there's this misconception that it somehow comes easier to them. And it doesn't. There's no shortcuts. Consistency is key, and all of the athletes that are great at their craft have put in countless hours and quality hours of work, and things don't come fast. You can have some natural inclinations to things and be better at speed or whatnot, but everybody is honing their craft. There's nobody that has to put in less work. So just not getting discouraged and just trusting the process and making sure that what you're putting in is matching what you want out of it. The behind the scenes stuff is really what supports the level of performance they're gonna get. So if you try to go out there and perform a ton and you don't have the building blocks to help support that kind of athletic performance, your body will start to break down. So everybody's body only has a certain amount of miles on it, and you want to get the most out of those miles. And you do that by making sure that all of your joints, your muscles, are all supported in a way that helps maximize performance and keep you healthy.